Have you ever looked around and wondered how many of these people around me are actually millionaires? It seems like they have a lot of stuff and are living a great life. Are they actually millionaires? It feels like something that's super rare and yet also very common. It's something that you think of for celebrities or tech founders or people that have a ton of influence, presidents of companies. But the truth might surprise you. There are way more millionaires than you probably think, and they're not all living in really nice houses and mansions or driving fancy cars. Now, we're not millionaires yet, but it is one of our long-term goals, and honestly, we're on track to reach it pretty quickly. And that's because here on Pennies Not Perfection, we believe that small, consistent steps lead to big financial wins over time, and that has been proven time and time again on this channel. So in this video, we're going to break down some concepts about millionaires, how common millionaires actually are, what they really look like in real life. Spoiler alert, is not who you'd expect, is not the fancy people with large incomes always, and how everyday people like you and me can build wealth slowly over time and become millionaires as well. Okay, first let's talk about what actually makes someone a millionaire, and let's clear something up really quick. When I'm talking about a millionaire, it means being a millionaire that doesn't have $1 million in income. It doesn't mean that you have $1 million in your checking account. Being a millionaire means you have a net worth of at least $1 million. Your net worth is everything that you own. It's your house, your car, your investments, your retirement accounts, your savings. Subtract from that anything that you owe. So that's minus any debts like your mortgage, your credit cards, your student loans. Because we are talking about millionaires in terms of net worth, someone could be a millionaire on paper just from building equity in their home over the years, maxing out their retirement accounts, and avoiding debt. All of their investments and the equity in their house can easily be over $1 million these days. It's not always flashy, but it counts as being a millionaire. And honestly, that's the kind of millionaire that we are working toward becoming and what most people can achieve as well. So how many people out there are actually millionaires like this? Believe it or not, there are over 22 millionaires in the United States right now, and that's obviously the most there's ever been. People are hitting that millionaire status more commonly because equity in homes and retirement accounts over time has gone up, and that's almost 1 in every 10 adults. So yeah, you might literally be standing next to one at Target, your neighbor might be a millionaire, they might be everywhere around you, especially if you live in an area with high home values. Being a millionaire is no longer about wearing designer clothes everywhere or bragging about your bank account, because it's actually more common, and a lot of people are really low-key about being millionaires. They drive reliable cars, they wear regular clothes, they have jobs where they make a regular income. They don't generally make a big deal about their money because hitting that millionaire status isn't something that is super flashy in most cases. For most millionaires, it's that slow and steady wealth building that's just part of life over time. It's making sure every paycheck you're putting money toward your retirement account. It's buying a home and then paying it down over time. That's generally how people become millionaires. Here's the really encouraging part about that. Most millionaires are self-made, and you can do it too. Most millionaires did not inherit a bunch of money or win the lottery. They built that wealth, that $1 million, over time, over decades sometimes, by doing things like investing in your 401k and Roth IRAs consistently every single paycheck. Or it's doing things like owning a home and paying down your mortgage so that you're building equity over time as home values also go up. It's avoiding lifestyle creep and staying out of debt instead of inflating your lifestyle and spending everything you make or spending way beyond your means and adding to your debt. It involves living on less than you make, so you're not spending over the money you have coming in, which is easy to do no matter how much money you make. Just making more money doesn't mean you'll automatically become a millionaire, because you can immediately spend all that you make and more. And the final thing about most millionaires is that they are patient. Patience is key because it generally takes people a lot longer than you expect to become a millionaire, especially if you're working with a normal salary. All of those things are exactly the kind of stuff we talk about here on this channel, because sometimes the boring, consistent stuff is what actually turns you into a wealthy person. Those consistent actions month after month build real wealth and help you become a millionaire and more. So we haven't hit the millionaire mark yet, but we're working toward it. Our goal is to build a solid net worth over time, and that involves doing things like buying a house, buying a second house, trying to increase the amount we're contributing to retirement accounts. And we're seeing it grow bit by bit over time, and I've been really proud of how much we have improved our net worth over the last few years. All of that growth came from paying down our debt, investing in stocks regularly through our retirement accounts, and and brokerage accounts. It comes through paying down our mortgages. It involves saving emergency funds. It involves going back into debt and trying our very, very best to increase income and not overspend what we're making. I know I'm not alone in this because a lot of people comment on my videos that they are also doing all of these things. They are slowly and steadily working toward becoming millionaires, toward becoming financially free and building the wealth and life that they deserve. And you don't have to be making six figures or come from money to start building wealth. That is not necessary. And honestly, we were not making six figures together when we started this journey. Now we are doing so much better, but to start, we definitely were making a very lower middle class income. And over time, that has grown in addition to our net worth growing. So if you're on the lower income side, but still want to be a millionaire, you can do it. In fact, according to studies, 1/3 of millionaires never made six figures in a single year, and they still became millionaires through staying consistent and making smart financial choices and letting time build that wealth for them and do all of the heavy lifting. If there's one thing I always say here at Pennies Not Perfection, it's this: small progress is still progress. Small amounts still count. So whether you're paying off your first credit card and trying to become credit card debt free, you're saving your first $1,000, or you're investing just $100 a month, those tiny actions matter and they build over time. They will help you become a millionaire, because becoming a millionaire isn't about doing something once, one time. It's not about 1 year earning $1 million. It's about doing the right things over and over again over time. And that's how wealth grows. That's how it builds. That's what you need to do in order to increase your net worth and build $1 million net worth. Those small, consistent actions are how financial freedom actually becomes possible. So if you want to build wealth, if millionaire status is a goal for you too, here are a couple different really simple ways to start moving in that direction. Number one, prioritize your retirement accounts. Even if you can only start at 1 or 2 or 3% of your income, contribute consistently. Take advantage of any employer match. That's free money. That is part of your compensation plan. You need to at least put in enough to get your match. Then you can, over time, increase the percentage that you are putting in. Maybe every 6 months you can increase it 1%, or even every year you increase by 1%. Add more over time until you're up to 15 or 20% of your income going into these accounts, or maxing it out, whatever comes first. The next thing you can do is to avoid consumer debt, because debt can slow down your progress big time. It can set you back. And of course, any debt that you have is subtracted from all of your assets to create your net worth. So the more debt you have, the farther away from being a millionaire you could be. The less interest you're paying on the debt is also more money that you have to invest and save and compound over time to hit that millionaire mark. This next one is particularly true in the US over the last few decades, and that is consider home ownership if it makes sense for you, because owning a home can help you build your net worth over time through equity and appreciation. Basically, when you're paying your payment, you are owing less debt and you're building equity, and house prices generally appreciate a couple percentage points over the years, and that really adds up and builds your net worth. In some locations, this can help you have really reasonable housing costs, but also this does change, and sometimes renting is the best option in certain locations. So definitely run the numbers for your specific area, but sometimes owning a home can really help you become a millionaire faster. Those are just a couple tips. There's a ton of other ways to get to the millionaire status, and these days there are more millionaires out there than you might expect. They're pretty much everywhere, but they're not all high income earners or flashy influencers or celebrities or athletes. They're regular people like you and me who made intentional, consistent choices and stuck with them long enough through the long haul to see results. That's exactly what we're doing here, and it's something that I talk about a lot because it is something that actually works. For us, we're not rushing, we're not comparing ourselves to other people, because we know that eventually we will hit our financial goal of becoming millionaires, because we're consistently taking those small steps one at a time toward that specific financial freedom goal. So whether you're just getting started or you're over halfway there, just keep showing up, keep making those consistent actions, keep contributing to your account and building that wealth. That's our plan for becoming millionaires, and I hope it's yours too. I will be cheering you along all the way, and until you reach that mark, definitely go watch this video next.